AVP Outstanding Pathfinder.
Why can't you just ask her yourself?
Because. Just because.
Callow, settle down.
If this isn't a good reason to get excited.
What's up? You guys aren't fighting, are you?
Why would I fight with my best friend?
Best friend? Aw, Callow. Callow's very excited about a report I received from EOS. It's good news. The radiation levels are steadily dropping.
Your outpost Prodromos is really going to make it. When do you want to head back?
We could go, but we need to balance our priorities. Why?
Just saying, if I created a thriving community in a brand new galaxy, I'd want to visit.
Just wait till they put in the beach and the water slide.
Now you're just playing with me.
So radiation levels are down. More to explore?
Yes, but there's been a rise in Ket activity as well.
Figures that we're not the only ones to benefit from the planet's improvement.
Might be nice to see how it's doing.
Almost like a vacation.
Almost. Maybe we'll head back at some point.
Well, you're the boss. Just say the word.
Not really a holiday destination.
just drag on the ship.
At least it keeps Aya hidden.
Stars and skies light our way.
Stars and skies light our way.
She knows how to play to a crowd.
She's the Moshai.
Welcome home.
I never thought I'd see it again. Without the Resistance and the Pathfinder, I wouldn't be here.
For the record, I found her.
We freed more than just the Moshai. And the Pathfinder killed a Ket leader. We have a lot to celebrate.
I promised to lead the Pathfinder to Aya's vault.
You're still recovering. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Not without our help.
I'll prepare the vault for your arrival. A shuttle will bring you to me when it's ready.
Thank you, Moshai.
We've been alone against the Ket for too long. You've proven it doesn't have to be that way. It's time we discussed an alliance between our people.
We're happy to make room for you on the Nexus.
We'll provide an embassy here as well. Our city is open to you. Join us.
Well done, Joel. Report for reassignment.
I need to stay with the Pathfinder.
Jarl has already become a valued member of my crew.
Of course he has. I see the benefit. Request granted.
I'll need to file a mission report. Don't leave Aya without me.
Use the nav point. Find Keldo and the supplies. I'll be here.
She's back. The aliens, they rescued her.
Wait, you mean the Moshai?
Yes!
Stand above. I'll go tell the others now.
Exaltation is just another word for how the Kett kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Kett up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
The Kett weaponize their victims to make you hesitate.
And when the Kett begin to exalt your people, what will you do then?
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
To your berth, Sarbench. Better late than never.
Doesn't seem so tough.
Welcome to the Taverton. Feel free to order a drink, or if you're hungry, we have nutrient paste. Not as exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. Nearly all the food we grow goes straight into processing. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
If we used your system, we'd never have a food shortage.
If you want, I can send a few samples to your ship. Your people can study it.
The Nexus would love that.
Consider it done.
What does Taverton mean? My translator won't pick it up.
It depends on the context. If it's a person, it means an old friend. If it's a location, like this, it's more a place you could bring someone home to.
What if you need to meet your Taverton at the Taverton?
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language has its quirks.
Don't get me started. I'd like a drink. That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Real change in tone after that Kett facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason.
Let me tell you about Redcall. Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Well, you are a bit of an eyesore.
Speak for yourself. When I saw my first human, I couldn't understand how you keep your blood inside. Skin that thin.
They should put Jarl on every resistance. I'm so glad you're back. I didn't want to...
I was in one piece last time.
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
I love pretty much everything about it.
I love the air, the breeze. And one day we'll have more places like this. I have faith.
Hello there.
I'm working.
You scan Aya's first alien visitor without permission, then blow me off? Come on.
Curiosity doesn't imply a desire to interact.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Danfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
I can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Good to see you. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout.
Let's go over this again, everyone.
Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jarl takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jarl is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Move Team Vayon to replace them? No, 6-9 is still unstable. They'll be out of food in 2 days. Out of ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many kit, not enough resistance. Have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a kit outpost, but I don't know.
Give your team a chance to pull it off.
We fought best when the odds are against us. Maybe you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
I expect you to take good care of Jarl out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exultation.
It must be hard for you, realizing what the Ket soldiers are.
Doesn't change what we have to do. It's war. What do you need?
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Kett aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. They treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the Resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Kett mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized, poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the Resistance real.
How is the Resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Kett capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How did you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Kett slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Kett?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not Resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the Resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her?
She holds her own. Not many do.
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Kett than Resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative? Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
It is difficult to enforce laws on a group that operates outside of them.
Our laws need revising now that you're here.
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
We're in this together. The Initiative wants to help.
I want to believe it. You're so different from the Ket. What can I do for you?
I'm hoping you can get me on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone. And neither can your initiative.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up, we leave to make room for someone new. The cycle repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote, you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
Is there time in your busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh. No, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
I sense tension between your government and the Resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The Resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor, so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
For the hoe, tools for the field, supplies.
I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renarth. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
Supplies for all your needs.
Death.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
We have to be careful not to trade away too much of what the Nexus needs.
Trust me, and running everything by cash.
I'm not selling to aliens. They let you pass the gates. Huh.
Can I shop here, or should I go elsewhere?
Well, you did rescue the Moshai. Have a look, see if there's anything you want. Arbiter and I have told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Ryder, they've got amazing RemTech research going on here. You know, the more I interact with the Angara, the more I feel for them. Especially with what we know about exaltation. I can't imagine.
Believe me, I'm pissed off on their behalf.
You nailed it. That's exactly how I feel. We need to make things right.
We got word from Eladin.
Good news?
Well, we got another remnant piece.
But nothing Angaran. Pay them for their effort. It's not... I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually, I started as an engineer. The Moshai requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I'll let you get back to it.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new?
Do as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says.
She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
Pathfinder, did you make it to Havarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
If it helps you piece your history together, that's all I need.
It does help. You have no idea how much. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
For you? Anything.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the sound of that. I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
You know, as an Aya resident, it's your duty to show the new guy around.
I see. Is that a human custom?
Oh yeah, a very important one.
Then I'm sure Piran will be happy to give you a tour.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge. What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you. And you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Have you always been into history?
Oh yes. When I was young, I would dig up shells and pretend they were ancient armor pieces. I've always had a big imagination. With only 14 siblings, I got lonely sometimes.
14? That's insane.
Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a datapad and our laws regarding war. Learn them.
brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
I think what we need to figure out is what's different. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However,
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
this image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming. Doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
Thank you. This is unbelievable. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down, for all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there. I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
Sorry to interrupt.
This isn't your concern.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell him the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venterev.
One of your own gave her to the Archon? No wonder you hushed it up.
This isn't about hiding the truth.
I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadar Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon, and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go, exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies. Navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible. The odds were against us, that's for sure. Yet here we are. Strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Phoneron. A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what. Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge. An astronomer? You know the safe routes out there? We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search. Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it. I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have. Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
I convinced them we're friends. Try not to mess it up.
I do not mess it up. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Wait, Lexi, your dad was Turian? Kinda explains so much.
What's up?
You know, how uptight you are.
I am not uptight.
Not even 300 years old.
At least we managed to save the Moshai.
I'm a doctor.
I only wish we could have saved more. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. I found something.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct?
He seemed to think so.
There's nothing out here.
The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. You can't do that, right?
I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points.
System, home of Eos and Prodromos. Scent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
People want to come here, just like they wanted to come to Andromeda. Except now they'll know what they'll find.
Looks like we have some scavenger animals in our lost supply crates.
Hostiles ahead!
Quick mess to clean up. Not getting any of the supplies back this way, though. Sam, are you sure about this?
Yes, Pathfinder. The crates were opened using standard protocols. It's unlikely the local fauna could have accomplished this.
They're bugs, Sam. They didn't do it.
More data is required to be definitive, Pathfinder.
You're a real machine sometimes, Sam.
That looks like Ket tech. Let's do this!
Recovery's a long-term process.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
First steps mark the brave and dead, old Krogan saying.
Recording Initiative Cryo-Identification E-97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Last one out during the evac.
She took risks and they didn't work. But nothing worked.
Sounds stubborn. I like stubborn.
More animals on our lost supply crates. Cleared it. Betting there's nothing left. This confirms it. The crates were opened first, then bait placed. By who?
By whom? And more data is required to be certain.
So you seem pretty anti-Nexus, even for a Krogan.
That's your job around here, noticing things.
My job is to watch Ryder's back.
Who watches yours?
Guess we'll find out, big guy.
Recording nav points for survey beacon placement. A trivial task.
Wasn't trivial to this technician. Lotus protocol. The job doesn't go unfinished.
Pathfinder. This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. The Scourge may have destabilized this remnant site, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder! Nice headshot. Bolstering all shields. Pathfinder!
Danny, was it? You're safe now.
Remnants are horrible. I don't know how anyone gets anything done here. I'm done with that, but Eos won't beat me. I'm going into first contact. The Kett can't be worse. This time, I'm set for sure.
Pathfinder. This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Coming through!
I think that's it.
Gil has tuned the Nomad perfectly for Eos.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Your first outpost. It must mean something to you.
Job started. Another step forward. Keep it up, Dad.
Sam, what am I hearing?
Technician Eric Camber's beacon protocols. They appear to include recorded motivation logs. Pathfinder, the nav point in the Initiative Researcher's Journal points to this location.
Progress made, whatever it is. Each day, one at a time. You'll be fine.
Okay, where's this going?
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Enemies!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Well, that gets us a step closer. I knew it was a long shot, but I still held hope she was alive. All we can do is turn this into Prodromos, like she wanted. Heads up, this might be rough.
Nice. Looks like that did it.
It appears Ket have been here, Pathfinder.
On to the next one.
This alien tech comes in all shapes and sizes. But what's it for? Reported as a loss. Supplies eaten by scavenger bugs. Let's be more careful next time.
Recommendations noted, Pathfinder.
Drac, how come you like me? We Turians haven't exactly treated...
You aren't like most Turians, Vetra. You know what it's like to hurt a little.
I haven't taken half the shots you have. Still have all my limbs.
Give it time.
Look at that view.
Too many cat to shoot to go sightseeing. But that is a view.
The Outland Spire. You can see it from almost anywhere.
Pulling out the fancy move.
Progress, right, Dad? Probably simple, but in a new galaxy, and after I... Never mind.
What are you talking about, kid?
Ha, more weird tech being weird.
Can't interface with it. Guess we'll never know.
Which came first, the rock or the tech coming out of it?
Heads up, looks like a Keck construct. Might be dangerous, but we should check it out.
You know what surprises me? How not angry I am. Sometimes it feels like I should be angrier.
How would that help? Anger only gets you so far before you buck up and fix what needs fixing.
That's you. That's why you got off the Nexus. It's harder to fix something you can't change.
Okay, firing the first hammer. Hold on to something. Remnant coming from below!
Let's do that again.
That's a big tremor for a couple of Remnant. Let's place the next hammer. That's one receiver placed. People here should get the latest from the Nexus now.
From the recent uprising. Direct your hands, Chris.
I suppose you guys build good things now and then.
Won't be long before we build cities.
The view we want. On it for months after arrival. Just a simple outpost.
The sheer top, because it is.
I guess you run out of names eventually.
Remnant!
Pathfinder, the Scourge has reached this remnant site. Hostile activity present.
Let's do this!
Keep it up, Dad. You promised. Doesn't matter that I'm sick. You're in the future.
I don't know if I'm okay with this.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Heads up, looks like a Keck construct.
Cat machinery. Watch out.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
Tech ahead, bound to have Ket.
Coming through!
Took one out.
I love this squad.
Another job done, Dad. Reset and hit the next. I'm watching, and I'm proud. Eric Jr. signing off.
Job done, Eric's.
Shit.
You ever need a shoulder to lean on, I can, ask around.
Got a box of spares somewhere?
You know it.
Pathfinder, this area has been altered by Remnant. There may be something of use.
call this? They don't just have a base here. This is a stronghold.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Duck, who is this?
Someone who's got work for you. Come to my nav point, if you think you're up for it.
Wanna look into it, little duck?
That is not becoming a thing.
I am in winter. There are infiltrators in my territory. The patrol that captures them
Sounds like we've already had an effect. I think that's a remnant device. What's this doing in a Ket camp?
Judging by the damage, the Ket were extracting data. This core is too damaged to properly read what they received.
Then we'll just have to find more.
Kesh lied to you?
Nah, she's not the type. I'm pretty sure none of us really knew what we were getting into. Bamboozled.
Nice word.
Yeah, I learned it from Sid. She's into some weird old human shit.
Good name for a drink. The Bamboozler.
I'd try it.
Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is